round number 4 of the season for the United Racing Association. I'm not joined by anybody, unlike some other times in the league where people are joined by others when it's commentating. But either way, I am by myself today. FRL Ryan 14. I am the commentator for the league, so let's get the show on the road. Usually we start at 2 o'clock, and that's where we're gonna start. Just gonna give you a little where is it? I'm trying to find my papers for track description. Now, URA has ran here in the past before, and it was the season finale for season 1 of the, or no, season 2 of the league, excuse me. It was season finale, so either way, yeah. Either way, I need to share the stream. How do I share the stream? I am brain dead. So either way, the United Racing Association has raced here before in the past, in the finale. Phoenix Legend, a former winner of this race, back at season 2. He had won off of something off the last lap when Irish Gamer had let Phoenix Legend by because Phoenix Legend was going to be champion anyways. But Phoenix Legend was let by Irish Gamer to be on the top step of the podium. A bunch of respect that was by the Toro Rosso team at the time. Now Phoenix is racing for Alfa Romeo Racing with Dark Raptor. And oh boy, it is much different this time. Only round 4, so we'll see what happens today. And how it affects the championship, because I am not necessarily sure what the standings are. Phoenix, if you can, send me the standings if you're watching. Yeah. Oh, I need chat on, don't I? I'm going. Let me go back to Twitch. Okay, well, either way, it don't matter because no one's really watching right now, but yeah. It don't show anybody's watching, and it don't show the chat. Now people are watching. Okay. Oh, why don't show the chat is... Oh, I was stupid. I'm stupid. I thought it was supposed to show the chat in Xbox. See, I'm so used to Mixer. Like, I don't get that. Like, it's funny. So, 16 drivers will be racing today at Russia. GTS Chase was the new leader, team leader of Williams, so he is going to be racing today. We're going to give you some ones to watch out for. Phoenix Legend is one of them, finished second in the last race. Blaze Exposure won the last race, dominated, led every single lap. Not only that, people like Iron X, Callum, Prohawk, Honorati, and a few others here are definitely ones to watch. You'll definitely want to watch out for them in the race because they... I don't know if we'll see a Valkyria, but if we do, it'll create some tempers. And we don't like to really see tempers too much because that creates arguments. But then again, it's, you know, it's racing. you'll have upset drivers. You'll have tempers flaring. So, nothing really new. Yeah, so 18 turns around the Sochi track. 3.633 miles. Valtteri Bottas holds the lap record holder at a 1:35.861 around this racetrack. Now, what will the time be to beat for pole position? Will it be in the 1:31s? Doesn't look like we'll see the wet compound used today. It should be clear weather. I'm gonna watch the stream on my phone, see if this works. It should. Alright, yeah, it is working. Okay. Hello, JTS Chase. So, short qualifying now. Does anybody got any predictions for a pole position? Because you got to get a lot of spots right here. I'll tell you. Turn 3, this spot you see on the track right now, that is a hard spot to get right. That you can easily mess up. And that could matter for pole position. The last sector will matter. Atlantis J20 says Phoenix on pole position. I don't know. I mean, Phoenix is always strong at every track. But it's going to be a fight between Blaze and Phoenix for sure. That's what we're going to see. And I hope to see that. Just waiting on some drivers to ready up here and pick their compound. I don't know necessarily the strategy. Oh, actually, I do. I have it down. Mediums to softs is the best you want to go. Softs to mediums is the second fastest. It's only 500s off. Hards to softs and then softs to hards are completely 6 seconds slower. Maybe 7 too. Those are way off. Either way, 16 drivers today tackle the Russia track. So, as you see, Phoenix already on the mediums, LP Smoke on the mediums, Pinedale Jamie on the hards. Not the tire you want to be on, but, you know, maybe he don't want to get a puncture. We'll see. But Pinedale Jamie and LP Smoke are going out, and a few more are going out right now. I don't know if it's the right time to be out, but the two Torosos leading the pack. That is Pro Hawk and Iox. Just make sure I got that right, because hard to see with the Red Bull kind of thing. We'll definitely see who gets pole position, because it should be very competitive here today. Yeah, so now, remember last week in real life F1 qualifying, everyone should remember how the toe was big. I don't know if Torosso or any of the other teams are planning on giving each other a toe on that front straight through turn 1 down toward turn 2, or if they're planning on giving one in the back straight, the long back straight. Now, I mean, I wouldn't expect it, but some teams may try that. I tried it with Vanquisher before when we both were teammates. I tried it a lot. I got fastest speed trap, you know. We did it there because that was the best place to do it. And when we did it, we got a 10th or 2, maybe 3/10 faster than what we would have been. Or maybe we had to brake earlier because, you know, the whole thing of that. Now, will Torosso give each other a toe? That's my question. Pro Hawk and Iox piloting the Torossos this weekend. Now, Torosso is the team to last win the Russian Grand Prix in URA. So, Pro Hawk and Iox are very likely to do it. But it is also very unlikely with, you know, the competitiveness, I should say. Phoenix Legend going slow, letting drivers by. That is the smart thing to do. Phoenix just coming to a park with the Williams. Not sure who that Williams is. We're going to check who that is. That is JTS Chase is coming to a start and park with. You definitely don't want to do that because definitely not good. A lot of teams in racing do that, and that's definitely not the best idea, but, you know, I mean, they're just there to complete laps, that's all. Either way, some drivers have started the lap. Pro Hawk Wolf is one of them. Maiden Rock's currently on track as there is a yellow flag somewhere. Phoenix Legend is off in the front corner, letting other drivers go. Definitely not good on his outlap, I'll tell you that. He is gonna save some fuel, so Phoenix is gonna let drivers by. Phoenix, this is not his official lap, so this won't really hurt him much. Either way, Cube Crusher and the Renault on track. I don't know where the first sector end is here, but he's gonna kind of mess it. Hey, it picks up and there's contact with the Williams that is GTS Chase. And JTS Chase does have wing damage. This is definitely not good for him because there is another car, I think, behind him. Yes, it is a Racing Point. He's gonna have to get out of the way of the Racing Point because the Racing Point is on a lap. He has to swerve at last second. That is Iron Axe. Iron Axe's teammate Irish Gamer is currently not here. So that definitely could have been big. And that definitely could have been way worse because the both of them collided. LP Smoke to the top with the 135.262. Now see, he's going up to 208 on the straight. You could get possibly up to 215, maybe 212 with a toe. Dr. Chemistry, the top 132.9 at Maiden. 2.6 seconds off of that. Surprisingly, we've already had a collision. To see, but we'll see how that goes. Between the drivers, Iron Axe off the final corner, 8/10 behind Dr. Chemistry. Blaze Exposure heading to the final corners. Looks like a possible pole position. It is 131.3. Wow. So either way, the Racing Point of Iron Axe is split by both the Ferraris. Pro Hawk Wolf on an outlap, Honorati on his lap. I remember Honorati from FUFR when I was commentating there. He did good. He had some good race pace. Iox has to get out of the way, or else that could have been a collision there. Honorati kind of saving his tires there and saving the ERS. Now he's going to use it. He's very low on ERS. That's definitely not a good thing. But he's definitely going to put his lap unless it's invalid. No, Honorati does go up to 4th ahead of LP Smoke and ahead of Maiden. So the two McLaren drivers both in the top 5. So 6 drivers have clocked in a time currently out of the 16 that are here today. Dark Raptor currently on his lap. Heading down the back straight, heading into turn 13. Wow, that wall is close for people, I can tell you that. People who have their controller disconnect and they hit that wall, you're going to take a hard hit. Maiden in one of the other league races currently, he took a hard hit. And there's a crash, Cube Crusher. I'm not necessarily sure where that is, but he has backed it into the wall. He's got to make sure people aren't coming. Yes, people are coming. As Dark Raptor has set the 7th fastest time, Dark Raptor's gotta be careful here if there's other cars coming. Cube Crusher has retired from the session. Or no, that's Cube Crusher I meant, not Dark Raptor. As it's good he's pulling over the side, because that could have nearly costed the Toro Rosso of Pro Hawk Wolf. If that was him. No, yeah, it was him. Okay. Either way, 7 drivers have clocked on time. 1 driver has retired from the session. Pro Wolf entering the final sector right now. Not sure if Pro Wolf has any podiums in the league. I don't remember. But maybe he had in the TOC because I know he was good there. Anyways, coming off the final corner, it is second for Pro Wolf. 1 second behind Blaze. Nobody can touch Blaze right now. Unstoppable. Phoenix Legends in the pits. Iox is out on his out lap. Not many drivers on their lap. JTS Chase on his lap. Dark Raptor. I'm not sure how he's... Yeah, he's definitely not on a good lap. See how tight the pit road entry is. Speaking of the pit road entry, the average pit stop time is about 29 seconds for an average pit stop time. But if you have wing damage, it is 35 seconds, or at least around that. That is crazy because you got to repair a wing. Yeah, that could be bad. Either way, Iox is currently on his lap in the first sector. Yep. 33.3 in that first sector. Either way, yeah, 8 drivers have clocked on the time once again. GTS Chase maybe got invalid, but should be a second lap. Unless he was on his out lap. But Phoenix is currently on track. Phoenix, last time we came here, remember, he was the race winner. Some people call it a controversial finish. Others did not. But it was definitely a bunch of respect for sure. I was one of them who did call it a controversial finish. I'll admit that. So, yeah. But either way, Phoenix Legend. That engine don't sound too good. I know he's not full throttle, but that engine does not sound too good when it's like that. That's for sure. Iox on his lap coming out of the final turn right now. Iox goes fourth, 2 seconds behind the leader. So JTS Chase entering that final sector now. 106.3 already. Nine drivers have in a time. 7 minutes left in the session currently. Yeah, I was just checking Snapchat. I'm sorry. I should not be doing that. Especially if I was driving. That'd be bad. But JTS Chase goes 6 on the medium tire. So remember, Anirati's best time is on the hard tire. LP Smokes is on the medium. Callum's currently on the medium. Phoenix is in the second sector. He's got a car up in front of him. That's Iox. He has to get out of the way. Blaze Exposure hits a 131.0, goes fastest. Now, my question is, will we see a 130, though? We definitely were sure about seeing a 131. That was guaranteed. But will we see a 130? Now, that is possible, seeing the time Blaze set, and he could have made a mistake, but you got to be consistent everywhere as Phoenix gets close to that wall. But 10 drivers have in a time currently at the moment. Ferrari going faster of LP Smoke, but Phoenix coming out of that final turn, a 131.3, 2 tenths behind Blaze. Blaze is just fast. He's just fast everywhere. But Irish Gamer could be joining in soon, as Maiden has gotten an incident with Pinedale, I think, just a minute ago. Not necessarily sure what happens, but Pinedale, Jamie, remember Iox had a 33.3 in the first sector, or Pinedale with 34.0. So Callum has gone up to 7th. Did not really notice that till now. I apologize for that. I've been checking my phone. I've been checking Snapchat. Texting girls back. I'm sorry. I apologize. I probably shouldn't be doing that. Especially if I was racing. That'd be really bad. Either way, Blaze currently a 131.0. He is the fastest guy on track. But Phoenix currently has a 131.3. So, Pinedale Jamie entering the final 2 turns here at Russia. He overdrives it, will be invalid. Pinedale Jamie up to 12th. So Dark Raptor, the Alfa Romeo driver, if he wants to improve and get closer to his teammate, he's definitely going to have to go out the next 2 minutes for sure. Pro Hawk Wolf currently on track. Phoenix entering the pit lane. Yeah, Pro Hawk Wolf currently on track. He's seen that he's gotten valid or had an issue there. He's definitely got to back out of that one. Definitely not good. Either way, again, 13 drivers set in a time. Jocko and V2 and Cube Crusher are the ones yet to set in a time. Callum entering the pit lane. Pinedale Jamie trying for more. Either way, a lot of drivers in their L lap. If you want to go out, the latest I'd say is probably about 1 minute 55, 1 minute 50, maybe 2 minutes. I mean, area is definitely the latest you want to go out. Anywhere under 1 minute 50, you're probably not going to make it. But we'll definitely see. Especially if people cut the track, which that's easy to do. But obviously, you got strict corner cutting on, so you'll get invalid if, yeah. Dark Raptor has left the session. Not necessarily. Oh, it's Pinedale Jamie has missed the pits. That's he could get disqualified. No, he didn't. Okay, that is a weird entry to the pit lane, but he missed the pits. It's his own fault. Maiden Rocks on a lap currently. Haas. Now it was announced Rich Energy are no longer with Haas earlier this week. I don't know how fans will think about that. My opinion, good news. I hated Rich Energy, but I mean the car. Look at the car. Nothing wrong with the car. The car looks sexy. But either way, Maiden could have gotten valid there. I'm not necessarily sure if he did. Yeah, so the midfield is very close. Look at, oh, that could have been bad. Oh my God, the Ferrari and the Red Bulls having a mixture of who wants to go first, who wants to tow. That's definitely going to be discussed, but, you know, that's up to them. The Ferrari, the one Ferrari, I believe was, yeah, it was Dr. Chemistry, has retired, though. He did back off a lot, not sure why. So Maiden is 2/10 up. I don't know if he'll get 10th, but he'll definitely get a little bit better in his time, and maybe be closer to the top 10, so that will definitely help Maiden, the Welsh driver, out for starting well. But look how close the midfield is. From 5th to 9th, all separated and with 5/10. So either way, Maiden does go faster, but he's barely behind Honorati, 9/10. As look at this cluster, JTS Chase and Pro Hawk right here on their outlaps. Are they gonna even make the flag? I mean, they should be able to, but if they keep slowing down, it won't happen. Look at Honorati, he's backing off. Who wants to be first? JTS Chase wants a tow. They should be able to make the flag, but if they keep backing off like this, they may not. JTS Chase says, I gotta go. I gotta pass him. He's gotta go. He's gotta get his lap on. He's gotta get going. Will they even make the flag? That's the question. JTS Chase, 20 seconds remaining now. I would think they would be able to make it, but look at them. They're backing off. They're not gonna make it. JTS Chase and Pro Hawk, are they gonna make it? Coming off the final turns. It's definitely gonna be the last second. Pro Hawk off the final turn. Pro Hawk did make it, but JTS Chase did not. That was all GTS Chase's fault for slowing down the way he did, so Pro Hawk has an attempt at this. Wow, that was nuts. Iron X, across the line, doesn't go faster. Getting a slipstream from Callum. Or, Callum getting a slipstream from Jocko right here. Dress is wide open. Callum has to back off. Both teammates. I don't think Callum would be too happy with that. Definitely wouldn't go over well if it were me. Iron X did invalidate it. That's what he did say. So, the Jocko, yet to set a lap in, but let's see what he does. Because he did allow Callum to get a slipstream here. Definitely won't be pole, but it will be up to 10th for the Jocko on the mediums. As Phoenix getting a great slipstream from his teammate Dark Raptor. That was a great toe. Whoa! He's getting turned! He's in the wall! Oh no! That is over for Phoenix. That's definitely not gonna be the way he wanted to start it off. And no! He's got hit by another car! GTS Chase! Which was an AI, but... And look at what this has done for V2 Combat, who is yet to set a lap in, but he also did cross the checker flag. So Blaze probably will have pole position. Pro Hawk can't do better. As Honorati goes up to 4th, Pro Hawk now 3rd. So your top 5 for the session were Blaze Exposure, Phoenix Legend, Pro Hawk Wolf, Honorati, and Iox. 2 Toroses, 2 McLarens, and also an Alfa Romeo. So if GTS Chase and V2 were on laps, that could have been bad for Phoenix, but luckily they weren't. So, gotta be glad about that. But Phoenix had retired either getting hit or messing up the corner. He definitely overcorrected it. He maybe could have saved it, but he definitely was not gonna. For what it looked like. We weren't able to see if he was able to make a contact with the other driver, but besides the top 6, it's 2 seconds or worse from everybody. Blaze is just smoking everybody. It goes Blaze, Phoenix, Pro Hawk Wolf, Honorati, Iox, Dr. Chemistry, LP Smoke, Callum, Iron, and JTS Chase rounding up the top 10. Some notables outside the top 10, Dark Raptor 14th, V2 15th, and Irish Gamer not being able to qualify, but he is going to be able to race, so that is good. He will be in a random car, so expect that. So 17 drivers able to race, and here we go for the start of the Russian Grand Prix. It should be an interesting one because think about this. Irish Gamer and Phoenix Legend, and I forgot who else it was, finished on the podium. I'm trying to think. Oh, I'm trying to think. Actually, I can go check the YouTube because it is on the United Racing Association YouTube if I really wanted to. So either way, 17 drivers today. Should be a good one. I'd hope. So, the formation lap is underway. Irish is in a racing point, which is very good. I'm glad about that. As the Toro Rosso has yet to go, and is going to get disqualified, unless he already has. As, a Mercedes has ran in the back of him. That is Pinedale Jamie. Yes, it is. He did get disqualified for it. So, Callum on the mediums, JTS Chase on the mediums, Jocko on the mediums, Pinedale on the hards, V2 on the mediums. So, kind of weird tire choice with 8th on back, but we'll just go with it. I'm trying to figure out who was on podium with Phoenix and Irish at the time. Alrighty, I can find out. I can find out. Trust me. Because I will find out. Oh, well, I don't even see it uploaded on YouTube anymore. Oof. Oh, that's an F. F in the chat. That's definitely not good because we can't find it on YouTube. But a lot of drivers have got disqualified from. Definitely not good. Track description. Let's go over it again. 3.633 miles. There are 18 turns at the racetrack. Remember, average pit stop time is around 29 seconds. If you have to repair wing, it's 35. And also, the laps are 27 laps around the Sochi track. Now, I've not really been checking chat till now, so if anybody's wondering why I haven't said anything about it, that's why. The way we're waiting for drivers to go up on the grid. Now, it is the long... Well, I don't consider turn 1 the exact turn 1, but if the turn 1 they have wasn't the turn 1, this would be the longest run down to turn 1, which it technically is, but it technically isn't, so, yeah. Because it is a kind of a sharp right-hand turn. Now, in the F2 race, at the start of last year, one of the races, I don't know if it was a feature or a sprint race, there was a crash off the start. Remember 2017, Roman Grosjean and Julian Palmer got into each other. Remember 2016, Kvyat and also Vettel got into it. They collided with each other. But today, will we see any accidents into turn 1 or turn 2? Lights are going to go out. Lights have gone out for the Russian Grand Prix. Phoenix trying to get a toe down toward turn 2. Remember how long that run is down toward turn 2. Phoenix is going to get wheel to wheel with him. Heading down toward turn 2. They're fanning out. Side by side, Phoenix currently has the advantage over Blaze. As the car running wide in the back, that is a racing point. Irish Gamer has gone from 17th to 10th. Phoenix already taking the lead of the Russian Grand Prix. Now Honorati is behind as there's a crash behind. Pinedale Jamie's out. Dark Raptor, I don't even think he got to start. Irish Gamer shuffled back to 13th. May have had illegal overtakes. But through the middle of the pack, it's a train. Look at the two Toro Rosas, the two McLarens right behind the Alfa Romeo of Phoenix Legend. Ferraris aren't far apart. 6th and 9th. JTS Chase right behind V2 Combat. Now, V2 has gained 5 positions as Honorati did pass Prohawk. Prohawk is going to go wide. He does mess up the entry of the turn, but does get an okay exit as Iox, his teammate, is ready to be able to pass him as Dr. Chemistry is out. Or not out, but has crashed. I said out because Dark Raptor. Irish Gamer right behind GTS Chase. Irish Gamer up to 10th already. Imagine if you got to qualify. Qualifying does kind of matter here. At least if you qualify in the top 5, that sure does matter. As Blaze behind Phoenix. This is for the lead heading into turn 2. Blaze is still right behind Phoenix. Oh, and Cube Crusher has a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Irish Gamer and JTS Chase. Irish by JTS in the Williams in the Racing Point. Now, for the lead right here. Blaze and Phoenix back at it once again. V2 Combat has picked up a 3-second time penalty. Either way, Blaze behind Phoenix here. The gap between the drivers are less than 3/10. Irish Gamer, or actually his first time penalty. Now Honorati is ready to pounce just in case anything happens between the two. Because look at how much closer Blaze has gotten this time heading into turn 13 on Phoenix. Honorati is just ready for them, both of them, to make a mistake. That's what he's wanting. But Blaze, right on the back of his gearbox. This could get ugly. But Phoenix pulling away. Phoenix took the lead on lap 1 and has stayed there since. And right now, he's our race leader at Russia. Now, Phoenix Legend fastest lap with a 136.2. Not, yes, DRS is going to be able this time by heading down toward turn 2, or turn 2, yeah. Blaze going to have a run on Phoenix as they head down toward turn 2. Blaze, side by side, wheel to wheel. Phoenix getting an advantage around the outside. He's going to have to corner cut just a little bit. Blaze is going to have to give the position back a little bit. But side by side with Phoenix and Blaze, Honorati's ready to pounce right here. But Phoenix keeps the lead. Man, that was tight racing for sure. That could have gone worse. And luckily it didn't. As we have a yellow flag. V2 Combat has gone wide. Not sure what's happened there. As Honorati, we've missed it. Honorati has gotten by Blaze. And that means Honorati is right behind the back gearbox of Phoenix. Either way, Honorati should have DRS, and he will have DRS on the back straight. Blaze will have DRS too. Callum with a time penalty. But look at how much closer Honorati is to Phoenix. Both the McLaren drivers have given a fight to Phoenix. Now it's Honorati giving the fight to Phoenix. Honorati around the outside. Phoenix going to try for the dive bomb. Contact almost. That could have got close, but Honorati, this is his first time, I believe, in URA taking the race lead. I don't see that name in the lead often. I'm not going to lie. At least with how competitive leagues are, I don't see that name in the lead often. So that is a great job by Honorati. A great driver. And Pinedale Jamie has left the session. But a great driver. A driver who has had a lot of bad luck in other leagues that have commentated. In other leagues that have been in, including this one too. Phoenix Legend having DRS this time by Blaze. Has a run. Will he take it? As in the middle of the pack, GTS chase behind Phoenix this time. Or V2, excuse me. Not going to complete the pass. As Phoenix right behind Honorati. A close battle for the lead right now. Blaze right behind him. This battle is heating up for the podium positions. Now, I mean, ProHawk is right behind too. But they're trying to figure out, you know, which one's going to get a point for fastest lap. Which one's going to get a more points for finishing in front of each other. Excuse me. Now, Phoenix does have the lowest ERS out of these guys, so this means Blaze will have the advantage on his teammate and Phoenix. So, both... Oh, as Ironex may have spawned, and Ironex has spawned. Dr. Chemistry has got to be careful there. He's lucky there to get away from that. Ironex having issues right there. As, I'm sorry to not see that, but Blaze by Phoenix. Contact again. Phoenix inside of Blaze, giving each other the room. Blaze around the outside. He's not clear yet. They're still battling. This is like 4 turns in a row. Now look who's ready to pounce and who's ready to get this battle on. ProHawk, he's trying to get in this battle. As this is just helping the McLaren teammate of Blaze get the lead and extend it. Look at it, it's already a second. It's really helping Blaze for sure, because look at his ERS. He was 1.2 back. Look at now. He is gaining not really a ton, but a decent amount. Oh, and Phoenix, I don't know if he's got hit, but he looked like he did by ProHawk. Phoenix does have to go wide, but he does have to hand the position back, I do think. No, he does not. Iox by Irish Gamer there. Irish Gamer's already got up to 6th here. Irish Gamer challenging Iox, a little bit of contact between the two. Now, it did look like, oh, is Irish going to dive down the inside? A little bit of contact. More contact again. Phoenix Legend has got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Irish, one of the fastest drivers in time trial in this league, and maybe one of the fastest time trial drivers in the world in this game. Now, Blaze has gotten a lot closer this time. Look at the 70% compared to 5%. Look at how much he's going to gain on him. Blaze and Honorati. They're battling here. This should help Phoenix, but look at his ERS. It's not good at all. Irish Gamer taking a look on Iox. Going to force him the long way around. Iox still there. Irish not clear yet, but Iox not going down with the battle. He's definitely not giving up without a battle. He wants a battle. These two still going wheel to wheel, heading into turn 17. Very sideways. Blaze having DRS this time by. He should get the lead from this. Honorati, he gets a slipstream off of him. Blaze has taken the race lead of this race. And it looks like Blaze Exposure has taken the lead in the 69 McLaren over him. Iox behind Irish heading into turn 2. These guys have been battling all race long after Iox had got passed by Irish, but Irish has some better ERS, not by much. Callum's ready to get in this battle. Maiden, a 3-second time penalty for exceeding track limits and multiple warnings. Either way, Phoenix has gotten closer to Honorati. So this is the first time, I believe, in URA, Honorati has got on the podium and has been in a podium place. And leagues like UFR, I've seen him on a podium place, but rather, he just doesn't get the job done or just pushes too much or whatever it may be. It just happens to have bad luck on his site and doesn't really work out in the end for him. Either way, great to see Honorati running in a podium position. I'm glad to see that because Honorati deserves it. As contact! Oh my god, there's a lot of lag. I saw blue flags there and I was wondering what in the world happened. As this is going to allow Callum to get by Iox, a little bit of contact here. Iox pinching him. And Callum has got around. V2 now is on Iox. Iox about to lose 2 positions here. As battle for the second spot between Phoenix and Honorati. Phoenix on Honorati. Honorati giving him enough room to be able to get around. Phoenix has completed the pass, I think. But Honorati should have a run into turn 3, and he does. He's going to try around the outside lane, the long way around. He's going to get a good entry in the middle of the corner. Well, a good middle of the corner. But Phoenix still at that position. V2 and Callum right now battling for the 6th position. Cube Crusher with a time penalty. There's yellow flag, not sure what that's for. Cube Crusher did have blue flags, not sure what happened with them. As yeah, I'm not necessarily sure what's happening with them. Did have blue flags though. I'm not sure what happened, but there was a collision and some drivers may have to pit. Not sure if they have wing damage. V2 on Callum right now. V2 does have DRS, but it's not going to help with the amount of ERS he has. He's not gaining much, but he is gaining a ton with that DRS though. See, if it was just ERS and there was no DRS, you wouldn't be gaining that much. Either way, Irish on the gearbox of Pro Hawk. Irish trying for a podium position. Remember, he started in the back. He started 17th. He's currently 5th, going for 4th, and possibly could go for a podium position. As the Jocko and Maiden battling for 12th right now as Cube Crusher is slow. Not sure what's happening. That was kind of dangerous because that could have caused an accident. Is looking Maiden, he goes wide there. Did help with slipstream, but JTS Shakes and Iox battling here through turn 2, through turn 3. They're still side by side. Iox and JTS, which one will have the advantage? Iox should have the advantage. JTS Shakes has hit the back of him. But Irish Gamer has gotten around Pro Hawk Wolf. Not sure what's happened here to Cube Crusher, but he is looking like he's going to pit. Not sure necessarily what's happened, but either way, JTS Chase behind Iox currently. And Phoenix to get by Honorati, if that was not already said. But Honorati, not as much ERS, but it's definitely going to help. Look at that DRS. Look at the advantage that is. That is such an advantage. V2 right behind Callum. JTS Chase right on Iox. Look at this. Oh, and JTS Chase is at the back of him. That's not good. Phoenix Legend already making his pit stop on lap 9 of the race. Can he go the whole way of the race? Some drivers saying Maiden's doing well. Let's see. Iron Axe right behind Maiden now. Remember, these two were teammates in the league. But Maiden's going to pinch him. Look at Maiden right there. He's pinched him into the wall. Another Esteban Ocon and Sergio Perez possibly. Look at that. Oh, and oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Maiden's going to force him off. Not giving Iron Axe room whatsoever. Now, Maiden does have wing damage. He's going to have to pit. Because he can't just stay out like that with the wing damage. Phoenix Legend is going to come out 10th. LP Smoke should come out in the 11th position. But let's see. Is he going to come out near the Jocko? No, he's going to come out in front. Little 3-car train here with Pro Hawk, Callum, and V2. And also JTS Chase, Iox, and Dr. Chemistry. Phoenix Legend has picked up a time penalty for multiple warnings, obviously for corner cutting. But will the ERS difference will the ERS make a difference here with Iox and Dr. Chemistry? Looks like it won't, but Callum is by Pro Hawk Wolf, whatever's happened there. Callum, the highest runner in the medium tires. Oh, we have a crash. And JTS chases around. There's been some wing damage. Now, Cube Crusher, was he involved in this? If so, this was the second accident he'd probably be involved in, because I'm pretty sure that he was involved in the first accident we saw earlier. As, Iox has crashed at the pit road entry and he's got disqualified. Oh my goodness. He's crashed the pit road entry and tried to back it up and he's got disqualified. A bad move by the game. By the Toro Rosso. Well, by what happened with the Toro Rosso. JTS Chase does have to pit, but where are the tires? Or is that just a penalty? Is Cube Crusher is to retire from the session. He's been involved in a few incidents this race. Wonder what's happened there. I want to get to talk to Iox and see what's happened there. Now we're going to try to talk to Iox, see if he'll want to respond to us about what has happened with him. Because he was involved in something in the pit road entry. Because I don't know if that was because of the JTS Chase pit road entry, or the turn 15 incident. I'm not sure if that was because of that, though. But we'll find out here from Iox. Iox, make sure you include your audio and make sure you keep it PG. We were wondering to you what happened with you because you crashed on the pit road entry. What had happened there?
Basically, I couldn't find my first gear. I was trying to find the gear, and then I just got disqualified because I was apparently blocking the pit lane. So. Bit unfortunate, right. But oh well.
Do you think if the game didn't disqualify and you would continue, do you think you still would have got points, or do you think it was just over there?
I think by the time that happened, I think I was out of the points anyway.
Right.
I was just losing time. I already got wing damage from a back marker pushing me out wide and make me lose control. So by then I was just losing time the longer I stayed out. So yeah, I think the race was over. Yeah,
we saw your battle with Irish Gamer. That battle continued for long. You probably enjoyed that battle, didn't you?
It was enjoyable, yeah. It was nice, clean, bit pushy, come on, let's go. And it was enjoyable but fair.
Right. Think that was your the most positive moment of the race, or the only thing you could probably take away that's positive, as Maiden has crashed into a barrier?
Yeah, I mean, I do like my battles with all the drivers. It's very good.
Sorry to interrupt there, as Maiden has gone into the barrier. He has intentionally DNF'd. He has just sent it. He's just yeeted it. Yeah, I'd like to thank you for talking with us, because that does help us figure out what had happened there with you and what happened with the drivers. Thanks for giving us your time, and thanks for your time, and I hope you enjoy your day, and I hope it goes better next week at whatever race it is, and enjoy your day. Either way, Iox, they're finishing with a DQ. As look at Phoenix, he is right on the gearbox almost of Blaze. This definitely could get close for sure, and this definitely could create some drama. As there has been 5 drivers, well technically 4, to retire from the session right now. Now Blaze, right out of Phoenix, but who has a better ERS? It is Blaze, but the DRS should help out at least more than that. Now, Phoenix heading into turn 13 now. Underneath Blaze. Ooh, as you do hear some contact there. Some sheet metal and some debris did kind of make contact there. Definitely not good. Now, this could possibly be the battle for the win. Unless Honorati does go far enough that those tires, when he goes to the mediums, do help. As Phoenix does kind of pull a Vettel Austria from 2018. Because that was kind of similar to that. That was a very good move. Now, Blaze is going to have DRS this time by on the front straightaway. Now, the front 3 yet to pit. They started on mediums except for Honorati. Now, Blaze inside of Phoenix. Blaze has got ahead of Phoenix, but is he clear? Phoenix is going to try to go a long way around, and he may have got a penalty for that. Just look at Blaze to his right. They're still wheel to wheel, heading down toward turn 4 and turn 5. Blaze inside of Phoenix here. My goodness. You definitely want to tune in every week if they're battling like this. Because look at this. They've continued almost for 4 or 5 corners straight. Maybe more, actually. So Phoenix's next target is V2. We'll keep an eye on this battle, as I've got to go to the bathroom. Now, Honorati did pit. Now, he is going to come out behind these guys, far along behind these guys. This Blaze and Phoenix still battling as I come back. Phoenix still on the gearbox of him. He's going to get some slipstream heading down toward turn 4 and 5. Phoenix is going to try it this time. It's the right time to try. Down with a time penalty as he's our race leader right now. Still side by side. They're still battling. This is crazy. These two are currently, I'd say, in my opinion, the best in the league currently, and they're battling for possibly what could be the win. See, their gap to leader is 6-7 seconds, so either way, should be interesting. Proc behind Dr. Chemistry here, that's for 7th. But let's focus on this battle, because this battle is probably more important. Look at the URA difference. See, that's why Phoenix ain't gonna gain much, because he's out of charge. This is his only hope to stay with plays. Callum and V2, will they pit? JTS Chase has got a penalty. Callum, not gonna pit this time. V2, he's gonna pit. Ooh, be careful right there. As Phoenix still behind Blaze here. Phoenix trying to save some ERS. He has some be able to get 10, but Blaze is just using it all. And I mean, Blaze is being smart there, but Phoenix is low in fuel. He's got to do what he can to be able to stay ahead. Now V2 is going to be on softs and going to repair the wing damage. Pinedale is right. Phoenix does have no ERS and it's not helping him at all. Yeah, you see, he's just out of ERS. Something's definitely wrong with Phoenix down those straights. Because look at, he has lost 3/10 in the last corner. ProHawk behind Dr. Chemistry. This is for 6th position since V2 has pitted. V2 should catch these guys. Jocko behind LP Smoke. So Callum, currently race leader, he's still got a pit. But I would try to go as far as I can like Max Verstappen did in last year's Russian Grand Prix, as Russia is coming up on the calendar in real life F1 very soon. So that should be interesting. So Chemistry still ahead of ProHawk Wolf here. This is for the 6th position. This is for 2 more points to be lost or gained. V2, he's still behind. He's still behind these guys, but look at the tire differences. Ooh, he's very sideways there. 2.6 seconds is the gap between those guys. Blaze and Phoenix, just a 2-second gap there. I mean, there's nothing Phoenix can do about it. But Blaze is now experiencing that as he goes for fastest lap. 134.8. It was impressive. He should be catching Callum in no time, but Phoenix does have the better ERS. I don't know what the straight line speed is against these guys, especially considering the fact of the matter that, you know, they, you know, the setups, I should say. Yeah. I couldn't think of the word. Don't blame me for that. But Callum yet to pit. Is he going to try to go for fast lap? That'd be probably smart, to be honest. Going for fastest lap. Because remember, he could steal a point away from Blaze. And he could play a factor into this championship. LP Smoke with a 3-second time penalty. As Pinedale, you are right. Jock is getting closer to Smoke. But either way, it is definitely getting closer because of the fact Smoke keeps making mistakes. As V2 is right behind ProHawk now. Look at the tire difference. 6 laps versus the first lap on softs. As look at the beautiful angle. That was awesome. Either way, V2 has taken the position over him. As the Jocko still behind LP Smoke. Callum is pitting now. Will Callum still come out in a podium position? Probably not. Because 29 seconds of time here could be lost. He should come out in the top 6 at least, or top 7. If he does, he should be coming out around the ProHawk and V2 battle. ProHawk and V2 would have, or no, excuse me, V2 and Callum would have the advantage, excuse me. Jocko and Smoke still within each other. So Chemistry should, he's going to come out behind him. But Honorati and Irish have got penalties. Look at the gap now. The ERS difference is much closer. And the gap difference between these two are much closer. Haven't paid attention to that. They're coming on 10 laps to go this time. Let's look at penalties. Blaze has a penalty. Phoenix has 3 penalties. Honorati, a penalty. So if Honorati can get close enough to Phoenix, he would need to be within 6 seconds of Phoenix, from what I'm thinking. V2, I don't know if he's made a mistake or what's happened, but he's lost time to Chemistry. Jocko, closer to Smoke now. Oh, something's happened. I'm not sure, but Phoenix has taken the lead over Blaze. Wheel to wheel here between the two. Blaze would have the preferred line, but still side by side between these two. As, ooh, a little bit of contact between the two there. Blaze should have DRS. And look at the straight line speed. Blaze looks like he has more straight line speed there as heading down toward turn 1 and turn 2. My God, I can't even say any words today. I better fix that for tomorrow's race of HRL. But Jocko ahead of LP Smoke. But Phoenix does get passed by Blaze. V2 behind Dr. Chemistry. Look at Phoenix. He's still gonna make a move inside of him. This is for the race lead. But Phoenix, he wants to at least win on track. Remember, Phoenix does have more penalties as there's contact. Phoenix is trying all he can to stay ahead of Blaze and get a good gap. Blaze now uses ERS. Phoenix yet to use his ERS. If I was Phoenix, I would save because I know how much ERS that guy has. I'm sure Blaze will activate the ERS as he's got DRS. Yes, he does activate the ERS. So does Phoenix. That's definitely going to help. Heading down toward turn 13. One more time. Blaze is going to try inside. He's far inside. V2 combat. 3-second time penalty. For... Oh, Blaze. Oh, you almost lost it there. You could have mainly almost lost the race there if you had lost it, but what a save. Pando Jamie says Phoenix might need to pit again. Well, look at Iron X's tires. He's 12th right now. And LP Smoke, he's currently 10th. There are 9-lap mediums. So Blaze will have DRS this time. He has better ERS. I don't know if that'll help. Either way, heading down toward turn 2. Weird to say turn 2. Usually you'd say turn 1, you know, if it's on the front straightaway, but you know what I mean. Either way, V2 behind Callum now. V2 Combat has set the fastest lap. V2 in Combat, we're going for fastest lap, it looked like. As Blaze right behind Phoenix now. This battle has gone all race long between the two. It was the McLarens battling. And I don't know if this is going to be Honorati's first podium, but it could probably be getting away from him soon because look how Irish, he's gained on him. V2 right behind Callum. V2 going to try a bold move there, but cuts the corner. Let's look at the penalties between these two. Callum, 2 penalties. V2, 4 penalties. Remember, Phoenix does have more penalties than Blaze, but Phoenix has to create a big gap. Phoenix knows he probably can't win on track, or win at least off of penalties, but he maybe can win on track. Has Jocko pit? Yeah, he has. Yes, Jocko has pitted. So, Blaze, behind Phoenix. Jocko might have to pit again. He could go for fastest lap at the end. He might have to pit again. I know, those hards are only supposed to lap 16, 17 laps. As battle for the race lead one more time. Blaze and Phoenix. Blaze has got the advantage now. Heading down toward turn 1, or turn 2, excuse me. Either way, Phoenix still behind Blaze. Here's V2 and Callum. Oh, Callum's got forced off the track. Callum's gonna have to let him by. That could have been a dangerous swerve. Luckily, it wasn't. But Phoenix still behind Blaze here in the first and second position. But Callum's got a time penalty. Phoenix nearly could have DNF'd there. That could have been big implications. The Jocko may have to pit again, and should have to pit again. But Proc may or may not. JTS chased in with him. I don't know. Those meters may last. They may not. But Phoenix, I've seen him save the tires great before. Because Phoenix in HRL at France, 70-80% at the end, almost got a puncture. I mean, he's pitted very early. And Blaze Exposure has picked up another time penalty. If he picks up one more, the gap should be even with him and Phoenix. So Phoenix, no ERS, but he's going to have to save fuel. Honorati, 10.3 seconds behind. His chances at second may run away, but let's look at the penalties compared to him and Irish. Irish, oh my goodness. 7 penalties. Honorati, yeah, Honorati's definitely going to finish out of him. But V2, can he finish? Yeah, he's got 5 penalties. I mean, it's going to be V2 and Irish. It might be close. V2 had a Callum. Callum ahead of Chemistry. Either way, that gap is still around the same, but Phoenix is kind of gaining now. It's a little bit, but not a lot. Now, as soon as Blaze turned up the ERS, it's Blaze pulling away. Blaze just needs another penalty in order to be able to be even on penalties with Phoenix. Phoenix don't need another penalty at all. That's the last thing he'd want. Because if he got another penalty, that actually helps Honorati. Because Honorati could possibly get second. Now, my question is Phoenix going to be able to nurse it home on those tires? Same with Jocko. Is he going to be able to nurse it home on those tires? So Blaze currently has the lead, 1.5 seconds. Over Phoenix Legend, it's Honorati third, Irish Gamer fourth, V2 fifth, Callum sixth, Chemistry seventh, Brohawk eighth, Jocko ninth, LP Smoke in 10th. It's been a very good one here at Russia, surprisingly. Because usually it's not necessarily a good race at Russia. At least in leagues, I should say. Or in real life, too. I mean, that's kind of boring. But it's provided a good show for us today, and I'm glad it has because you wouldn't expect that out of Russia a lot with how that is. So the gap has kind of increased with Phoenix. Callum is saving, or not Callum, Blaze is saving ERS though. That's the thing about that. So if Blaze is watching the stream, he might want to turn up his ERS if he wants to gain that gap. Because, I mean, Phoenix is using a lot, but the thing is, he's got to be careful about fuel if that's an issue. Anyone else having fuel issue? No. Nobody else except for Phoenix is just having a fuel issue. Dr. Chemistry, a 3-second time penalty. So Chemistry is much closer to Callum this time, but they have around the same ERS, so the DRS is going to help more. It would mainly matter in ERS. Well, not really. It mainly matter in the DRS. It still matters in the ERS either way. That's why I kind of focus as a commentator on ERS, because if someone has, like, for example, in the Blaze and Phoenix battle, the 80% ERS versus the 5% ERS, that could make maybe a 10th difference in gaining when the scoreboard thing updates. That should make a difference. As Chemistry is behind Callum, see the ERS difference? Chemistry's got it better. But it's not by much, so it's not going to help much. It's going to help with the DRS, obviously, but here comes Chemistry on Callum into turn 1. Oh, turn 2, actually, Callum's going to make an aggressive move. It really paid off. Because let me check the penalties. Callum, 3 penalties. Chemistry, 3 penalties. So they're actually even on penalties. So either way, if they finish ahead on track, it won't really matter. Or whatever. Or if they finish ahead on track, it will matter. I guess. It won't really matter. Actually, yeah. I don't know. Iron Axe on GTS Chase. This is for 11th position. If someone does DNF, this may help one of them get a point. But Iron Axe with another time penalty. Iron Axe really pushing that car. He knows how to get time penalties. I mean, ask him. He really pushes the car. He tests the track limits. Same thing with Phoenix. Well, a lot of these guys here do the same thing. They really test the track limits. Where someone like Blaze and Honorati or a Prohawk don't really test the track limits as much. Like with that, they still test it. Don't get me wrong, but they just don't test it as much. They don't push as hard to the point where they're getting penalties constantly. Heindel did say how V2 and Callum could make a few places because they have softer and newer tires. That is correct, but look at how much they're getting on Irish. They're not really gaining much, so it's not gonna affect anything. Again, commentator's curse, but it may be close here because look at Honorati and Irish. They're getting much closer this time. Not even noticed it. Honorati, a penalty. Oh yeah, Irish is definitely not going to finish ahead. But this actually, Pinedale is kind of right in a way. This actually may help V2 finish 4th. Because think about this. Honorati only has 1 penalty, but Irish has like 7 or 8. Okay? Well, V2 only has like 2 or 3 or 4, I think. So this is going to help Irish and V2, well, V2 I should say. So the Jocko has pitted. He kind of needed to pit. May help him get a point, but I don't think so. They're running out of time. Iron X and him. Yeah, Iron X is running out of time. There's no way he's gonna get a point. Unless he really pushes now. But either way, Irish Gamer right behind Honorati. Now, catch us for post-race interviews after the race because we'll be doing post-race interviews for sure. JTS Chase, a 5-second time penalty for corner cutting. Wow. Not sure what's going on here. But Irish behind Honorati. He has the ERS advantage, but he has the ERS, which matters the most. Irish by Honorati. But he's got to get a big enough gap in only 3 laps. That should matter. So, yeah. Honorati's definitely going to have the advantage here. But it depends on how much Irish pulls away from V2, though. Because V2 is on a different compound and does have fresher tires. So this should help V2 in a way. Because, think about it. Irish keeps getting penalties. V2, I don't know how many he has. But either way, chemistry behind Callum. This is for 6th. By the way, if Jocko still pitted Pinedale, he still would have finished 10th. But still a point. Points are points. Chemistry behind Callum. Honorati behind Irish here. See, look at how the little ERS is. That does not help at all. When it's 20% or more, well, actually, when your ERS is lower than 10% and you have DRS, it's not going to help at all to get a position, and the guy in front, Iron, has a penalty. Irish's teammate. So Racing Point, I guess, really getting the penalties today, or exceeding the track limits, which is not a bad thing, but if they're doing a lot, you're going to get a lot of penalties, which, I mean, I guess you could consider that a bad thing, but it's easy to test the track limits like that. That's not a bad thing, testing the track limits. Honorati and Irish. See, look at the difference. Honorati, he doesn't really gain a 10th like you would expect. See, that's the ERS difference. But he is staying within him, which matters, because if he stays within him like he has, that will matter. It's chemistry and Callum here, heading toward turn 2. The back end has stepped out. Chemistry with a time penalty. Yeah, so that really matters, though. If Honorati still stays with him, within, like, I don't know, 10 seconds of him, or doesn't crash, that really will help him. It will definitely help him get a better position on the grid or whatever, or on the finishing grid, I should say. Anyway, chemistry's got a lot closer to Callum this time. Not able to make a move. But the Jocko, a 134.0, just that fastest lap. Honorati still behind him, but look at the difference. I mean, it might be close, but the thing is, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to say. So, it's the final lap of the Grand Prix. Blaze has hit the... It's a 3-second difference between... Excuse me, Phoenix and him. Oh, Irish Gamer. Oh my god, he's got disqualified for too many penalties. My goodness, he's pulled a V2 from Canada from the TOC. Irish Gamer. And he's got disqualified. Wow. He's got over 8 times. I'll check how many penalties he has. Don't worry, I'll check, guys. So, don't worry. Phoenix Legend has another time penalty. This can help Honorati now. As chemistry's a lot closer this time. Moving down to the inside, locking up the brakes. Callum gonna try around the left side. The burn in turn 3. Callum with the advantage. Callum back in front. Oh, but it's not over yet. They're still within each other. Chemistry with a time penalty. Chemistry at least wants to beat him on track. He's trying to Callum, protecting. Amazingly, I have never seen better protecting in league racing. Because that defending has been great today. 3, 6, 8, 9. Yeah, that's like 10. Yeah. Hey, Blaze exposure. Oh, his chemistry and Callum do make contact. A lot of contact. Blaze Exposure battled along with Phoenix. You may have not thought after lap 1 he would have won the race, but he spins it around and wins the race here at Russia. Chemistry and Callum heading down toward turn 13. They forced each other off. Callum has kind of forced him off, but that's aggressive racing. They're trying to head down toward turn 18 to see who'll get the advantage, to see who'll win. Honorati ahead of Phoenix. It's a McLaren 1-2. V2 will finish 4th. Chemistry around the outside. He's going to have one more chance, one more time. It should be Callum finishing in front, because it is. V2 4th, Callum 5th, Chemistry 6th, Prox 7th. Wow, what a battle. And a good spin around at the line. I like that from Blaze. That was cool. LP Smoke should be able to finish 8th. The Jocko will finish 9th. Iron X will finish 10th. JTS Chase will finish 11th. So, like I said with Iron X, that kind of mattered with him because he got a point. Phoenix Legend again on podium at Russia. But dropped down back to 3rd because of penalties. That really did help him. Either way, if Irish was still in the race, he probably would have finished 6th or 7th, or maybe even worse because of the penalties that he had. It was bad. JTS Chase waiting on him to finish the race. I'm gonna quickly take a bathroom break. After that, we will get post-race interviews. Great win by Blaze. That's 2 in a row, I believe, at least from the races I've commentated. It's a McLaren 1-2. Honorati's best finish in the league. We'll definitely talk to him. We're going to try to talk to the podium finishers. We'll talk to... let's look at the time penalties. Iron X, 21 seconds. He's kind of lucky to finish out of JTS Chase the way he did. Did not mean to press that. The fastest lap does go to the Jocko with a 134.0 over V2 with the 134.5. Or actually, Blaze with 134.4. Yeah, I do agree, Pendale. Pirates should have played it easier to not get DQ'd, but that did allow some drivers to get a better finish, especially JTS Chase and Iron, and a lot others who would have definitely got better finishes. Callum was promoted up to 5th after that. So we're definitely going to get Blaze in here, and we're going to talk to him about the finish. So we're going to talk to the podium finishers. We're going to talk to Blaze first. At least try to get him in here first. We're going to talk to Phoenix after. And then we're going to talk to Honorati. Going to talk to them about their races and what they think about what had happened today. Because it was an interesting race for sure. I have invited Honorati. I'm going to see if he does join. I'm going to invite the McLarens first, and then I'll invite Alfa Romeo of the Phoenix Legend. Honorati did join. Honorati, make sure you include your audio and keep it PG. Do you have Honorati? Pretty sure he does. I thought he did. We'll definitely see. He does? Okay, good. Well, Honorati.
Hello.
That was good. That was good. I'm glad to see you get a podium. At least in the one race I've commentated. I've commentated UFR, I've commentated here, and finally I get to see you get a podium. How was the race for you?
It was boring. Very boring. But, no, the first part was good. That was fun with the three of us at the front. And then I think I screwed myself staying out too long on the softs. I thought the mediums would catch up a bit quicker, but what are you gonna do? It's a 1-2 for McLaren. That's what's important.
What do you think about that one too, McLaren?
Well, I don't know how far we are behind in the standings, but for me to only make every other week, maximum points are important. So I'll take that any day.
How were the battles at the beginning of the race? Because I saw you guys battling. It was crazy, especially you and Phoenix and Blaze going back and forth for the lead. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, chat, because some of the chat or Phoenix would know. If I'm not wrong, I think I am right, though. I think you would be the first Canadian driver to lead a race. I would hope you would be, at least that I'm right. But, no, how were those battles at the beginning of the race? Because those battles provided a lot of entertainment for the viewers and us.
Oh no, that was fun. It was good. I was in third. I was just waiting for my opportunity to pounce. They made a bit of contact at one point, so I just split down the middle of them, had the lead for a lap. Then they got past, blah blah blah. But you know, that's what we need. Fun racing. Can't have boring races like for you. At least you were able to commentate them battling the whole entire second stint to the finish.
Oh, I know. Yeah, it was a good race from the commentary booth. It was good. I mean, it was good. At least good for Russia, though. Did you expect to finish on podium after where you started, or no?
I don't know. I thought maybe Pro Hawk would have a bit more pace. Irish Gamer, I know he was catching or cheating. I don't really know. Had tons of time penalties.
Yeah, no, like 30 seconds.
I had, when I was in Belgium, I got a podium there too, so I was just keeping it consistent. I only had 3 seconds worth of penalties, so it was good.
Yeah, I'm glad to see you get a podium, because I've never really got to see you get a podium. I've commentated 2 leagues, you know, that you've been in, and I've not got to see you get a podium. At least I can't remember, at least from UFR, but I don't think you did. But yeah. Alright, we're gonna get Phoenix Legend in here. We're gonna talk to him about his racing. We're gonna talk to him about, or gonna talk to Blaze about his race. If you want to stay here, you can. Alrighty. No, it was a good race for sure, and I'm glad the way it ended though too, because it was definitely good.
Yeah, it was just when Irish got past me, I went, no, if Phoenix gets another penalty, I will have that second place.
Right, and you barely got it. You barely got it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
By 4/10 or something.
Yeah, if they don't join by 3:25, though, we'll probably end the stream and see what happens. But yeah, no, it was good racing for sure, because it provided a lot of stuff in the commentary booth. Phoenix Legend, Mink. I don't know if is there an audio. Is there an option to include audio, Phoenix? Just making sure, because it didn't say it last time when me and Maiden did it. Oh, Phoenix. One sec. Okay.
I had such a stupid time penalty. Do you know where mine went? So I got mine on the exit of turn 1. You know that the blue part? You know, kind of when you exit turn 1.
Oh yeah.
And if you go wide, you end up on the blue thing that goes all the way around. Yeah. I got all 4 wheels off there, and they gave me 3 seconds.
Right.
Like, I'm not cutting anything. I'm just like, wow.
Right. Hello, Phoenix.
Wait, you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, alright, I thought my mic wasn't working, but it looks like it is.
Yeah, it is. Yep.
Alright. Alright, well, I included my audio, so it's good to go.
Okay, good. Glad about that. All right, so you had an eventful race for sure. A lot of battles. A great battle with Honorati, great battle with McLaren. You were kind of in a McLaren sandwich. How did you think of that race?
It was a lot of fun, actually. I really liked it. I was battling Blaze the whole race, as you can see on the stream. I started actually watching the stream as well on my phone. It's actually really fun.
Oh, I know you were.
Yeah, I was, and yeah, I was just happy to be able to race once again. It was a long time ago I raced this much, with this much fun. Blaze is a really good driver. I mean, to be able to hold it like that on the outside and the inside, it takes some skill.
Yeah.
You can't just do that the first time you race, and he shows that he can do it really well. And I'm happy that he won. But next time I won't let him win so easily.
Now it was lap after lap after lap with you guys, but were you kind of surprised at the end when Honorati passed you off of penalties by like 4/10?
I'm not surprised. I made a few mistakes and I cut corners here and there. Therefore I got a lot of penalties and...
You guys do.
Yeah, it was stupid of me. You know, they often say that people who drive well get penalties. People who drive really well don't get penalties. And that just makes the difference between me and Blaze and Honorati, because that's just... I made a lot of penalties and yeah, that's how I lost second. So got third though, so that's enough for me.
Right. How does it feel to be on podium once again at Russia? Because last time you did win at Russia and you were the champion, I believe. So, you know, how does it feel to be on podium again at Russia?
Feels really well. I mean, as you said before, in season 2 I won here because of my teammate letting me pass actually, but even if he didn't let me pass, he had a lot of penalties, so I would have got first in any case.
Right.
But that was season 2. Now in season 3, my actual teammate Erik will actually make it because he's doing something in university or something, and he might do that next week as well. So I had Dark Raptor instead, who sadly got disconnected at the wrong time. And when I did try to invite him back, it was too late and he couldn't just join me back. Yeah. But judging from his pace, I'm expecting top 7, top 5 from him. I can really do that because I think he's a good driver. And how it feels to be on the podium, well, it feels amazing, I think. Just as it is every time, those points, you need those. If you want to just stay alive in the championship. I don't think I'm leading the championship at the moment. I was 2 races ago. I think Blade actually took it over, but I'm not really sure. I have to do the standings first. But to be able to stay alive in the championship, those podiums are necessary, I think.
Right. What is the next race, since you know everything?
Oh, let me just check. So, next race in the calendar is going to be Monaco. Okay. So,
oh boy.
Basically, it's the vice versa of HRL. We had...
Yeah, Russia, Monaco, and Russia, Monaco. Yeah, exactly.
It's just almost like that. So, I mean, in any case, it's a very good thing for me because then because it's Monaco this tomorrow for me in HRL. I'll be practicing for Monaco and getting a setup, which means I'll get extra practice for next week's Monaco race here.
Exactly.
So for me, that's a really good thing. So I hope that will help me. Especially around
That's basically
Monaco qualifying is the numero uno of the well, bucket list that you want to achieve there. If you don't get qualifying, well, I mean you won't get the race well unless you can overtake, which is really hard around Monaco. Yeah, it's gonna be hard. You have to focus on qualifying.
Yeah. So, to you viewers, expect the Boilfest next week. Yeah. Your opinions, guys, going into Monaco. And what do you guys expect going into Monaco? Both of you, whatever one you want to answer first.
I'm expecting a podium.
Honorati?
Well, I won't be there. I got work.
Oh. F in the chat.
Yep.
Yeah,
Someone-
Pinedale Jamie said it's gonna be
Someone's
chaos. What do you
going
guys think
in the
about that?
chat. What?
Pinedale Jamie said it's gonna be chaos. What do you think about that?
I mean, Pinedale Jamie, you have almost been right there because every time there is
Oh, you've kind of cut out. Is he still there?
Says he is.
Yeah, it does, but not sure if he's still there. Yeah. Phoenix, you there? I guess he's not a legend anymore. Okay. Either way. Monaco,
Okay,
probably
finally,
crazy.
finally.
Oh, there you are.
This fucking microphone. It's a cable, it's not a microphone, so I have to replace the cable. So where was I?
About
Yeah,
Monaco,
it's-
about
Monaco.
last
Every time
season's
we
race
race around
too.
Monaco, there's
whatever
at
it was.
least 3 crashes. Crashes. I don't mean DNF, I mean crash. I mean, basically it's the same thing, but crash. I mean,
Right.
there's always an incident in Monaco. Either because someone just trying to make it too wide in a corner when you're not supposed to, which is very, which can happen very often because it's Monaco. It's really tight everywhere, especially on the corners. So there will be a lot of chaos.
You remember what happened there in season 2, Phoenix? At Monaco,
In season 2, I think I got pole. Nathan Aiken got second, so that was because it was a Torosso at the time with me. There was a Torosso 1-2, and in the race he took me out and then left because he got mad, you know, me taking myself out apparently. But whatever, that's Nathan Aiken basically in a nutshell. But,
Right.
if I remember correctly, Senpai won that race.
Yes, and his debut race, yep.
Yeah, that
And
was-
you remember
yeah, exactly.
why there was a restart? Do you remember why?
In Monaco, I don't think there was a restart.
There was. Because what happened was going up the hill, back in the midfield, someone made it too wide and they crashed heading up to turn 2, turn 3. And they crashed and it was a big pileup. And I mean, I don't have the race stream still. I don't have it on there still.
Yeah, I think
but
it's wrong.
When I mean pile up, I mean like 8, 10 cars. That's what I mean. Like I tried checking up or whatever at that time when I was still racing. I got slammed from the back. And I mean, if it weren't for that restart, I wouldn't have finished 5th. But things happen, you know?
Yeah, they did,
Yeah.
apparently. Well, all I remember from
Either
that
way.
race is Nathan Aiken taking me out and then retiring. Well, not retiring actually. He just disconnected from the race. He didn't actually retire, which was
Oh, yeah, I remember how
especially when he
that's
didn't have ghosting off. We didn't have
Oh,
ghosting
yeah.
on, so that was around Monaco. That was a slap in the nuts, basically.
Right. Either way, it should be definitely a good race for next week in Monaco, at least, like, competitiveness-wise, I should say. But I wouldn't say, like, you know, battling-wise. But we should see what happens around Monaco. People will try to do, most likely, dumb stuff or whatever.
No, you can
shouldn't
battle
happen.
around, but I mean, you can battle around Monaco. You can also.
I mean,
aim
like,
as
side by
Bianchi.
side constantly, like
I
you
mean,
and Blaze
yeah.
were.
I mean,
That's what I mean.
we did that once. I mean, you can also aim as Bianchi. Back in the days of DRS, he and me like did a 1 lap, 1v1. I think we were side by side for at least 70% of the lap. So if you can do that,
That's
of course,
shocker.
you're gonna be much slower, of course, because in Monaco it's not just easy as going onto the curb and letting someone by, like we did here in
Right.
Russia and Blaze. Like here, I had to go on the curb where I shouldn't be, just to, you know, give him space. In Monaco, you can't do that because there is no curb. Well, there isn't often. So there's the wall and there is the track. You can't. I
Right.
mean, you can do that. You can race wheel to wheel, but you'll be much slower. At least 4
Yeah.
seconds, I think.
Well, yeah. No, either way, it should be a right race in Monaco. We're not necessarily sure how it should go. So either way, we'll definitely see you next week in Monaco.